Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Springtime Mania Free For All Tournament 2. We're our last stage, our last leg of the semifinals, and boy, has it been a ride. I'm Daiki, and I'm joined by the Toaster here.
Hello, how are you doing today, Daiki?
I am pumped for both this last match and the showcase.
Oh yeah, I'm super excited for this showcase. And this match is, I'm honestly hoping that we're gonna bring the hype again, just like we have been for the more recent of the matches.
Yeah, it's been a weekend of ups and downs, and all around.
Yeah, it's either been basically sweeps or just the closest matches you can imagine.
Yeah, with drops left and right, people choking, emotions running high. This has been quite the weekend.
And we still got the finals and grand finals to get through.
Oh boy, 2 more map pool showcases left. And boy, things are picking up pretty fast in terms of map difficulty.
There's still a lot of room for just the pure speed and difficulty of the charts to just get out of hand. So I can't imagine what the grand finals is going to look like.
Yeah, I mean, we had to make it at least comparable to last year's SOFT. So there's going to be some horrors in store.
Yeah, that map pool is a little bit ridiculous.
I've had a couple spoilers, and oh my gosh.
I'm excited to see it. I feel sorry for whoever ends up playing the grand finals map pool. I believe
feel sorry for the people who are going to do the map pool showcase for the grand finals, because some of those.
Oh yeah, I believe Ezreal and Kobo are already locked into play the grand finals map pool. So we're just waiting on one of the last people in the losers bracket to get the chance to play it as well.
Yep, whoever wins this will go on to face what, Cheetos?
Andre. No. Andre, yeah. Winner will face Andre. So the match is either gonna be Poke Gadget versus Andre or Bumpino versus Andre, and then the other losers bracket match is Halogen versus Cheetos.
Yeah, and then the winner of Halogen
each
versus
of those
Cheetos
will face each other.
Faces the winner of Andre versus Bump or Poke Gadget. And then that next match decides who gets to see the grand finals map pool and experience.
Yep, and after this match, we will have a situation where we whittle down a field of 298 players to the top 6. That's a little bit ridiculous to think about.
It's a little bit ridiculous. Also, it's also fun to check out the challenge bracket and just look at the predictions that people have gotten. So like nobody's
rocking 3rd place.
Let's see, I think it looks like Kamikaze has the best pick ratio. Or I guess prediction ratio at 62% correct predictions.
That's pretty low for being first, honestly.
Yeah.
Although there have been a lot of weird upsets and no-shows that have just screwed with people's brackets.
Yeah, and unfortunately nobody's going to get the perfect bracket because I don't think anyone predicted that Hans would win the tournament outright.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, one person did.
Oh, did they?
Ella predicted that Hans would win the tournament.
I don't see his prediction.
Oh yeah, that's because it's in last place.
Oh, there it is.
Hans is my favorite Mania player.
Alright, it looks like one of the players are delayed or something, so we will be delaying our match start by 10 minutes. However, since this is the last match, it doesn't really conflict with anything. We'll have more time to banter and talk with anyone that's actually in the chat. See a bunch of people.
Don't be afraid to throw questions or just comments our way.
Let's see. I'm just looking back through this whole bracket, and it looks like you tied for 13th out of the entire tournament roster. How do you feel about that?
Well, walking into the tournament, initially when I signed up for it, I was super worried that I wouldn't even make it past group stage. So I was happy with top 32 as it was. but making it as far as top 16, I'm really happy with that.
Mm.
I think something else to mention is that in my case, I'm probably more impressed with the fact that I seeded 9th, which I didn't think was possible.
Well, with a very well-rounded skill set in terms of the difficulty of the qualifier map pool, I think it makes sense that you would seed that high compared to other people who didn't practice coinage.
Rip anyone who didn't practice coinage.
And even some people who did practice coinage, like if they would get wrecked by, I forget what the last one was.
Gosh, Mephisto
or Silver Temple even.
Silver Temple messed up a lot of people. In particular, yeah, I was about to say our number 7 seed was bumped from 1st to 7th seed just because of Silver Temple.
Just Silver Temple. Yep. I mean, he did make it into the bye to group stage, and
yeah,
he's still
all
in
that
the
really
tournament.
matters. Yeah, rest in peace, Bisho Lindo, who...
Have you seen my baddies? Twitch chat.
I don't quite understand the reference, but I'm assuming everyone
Really?
else does.
It's
I'm
the
not-
Bumps avatar.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. I like that username, UDSHFAFHDFDJKSFDHSFHJDBSC.
You mean
how do you remember
Ujfaf.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, my bad. How do you remember that when you're typing it in?
I mean, 2 keys, right? Control and V.
I suppose. But that would require like having a notepad file every time you want with your username, every time you want to put in your username, and that has security issues.
Usernames usually aren't denoted by security issues. It's your password if you have
I
to
guess so.
copy paste that.
Either way.
Because it's like, oh, I know your username. That's a security issue now. It's like,
Eh.
I disagree.
Actually, I do have a question for you now. You participated in SOFT last year, but this year you're just sort of watching from the stands. What is really the difference between that? How have you felt that the tournament is like gone in comparison between the two?
I feel like it's just been a smoother experience, mostly because of like learning from mistakes. Like the whole tournament format worked out a lot better, such that we didn't have to have like 2 weeks of qualifiers and then round of 128 that also extended out for 2 weeks and all of that. Other than that, I don't know. I think the player skill level has overall increased because of the format, and there was less shutouts in general. And I guess that's attributed to both the format and the map pool selection, which has been beautifully done by our map pool selectors T-Deck and Kamikaze. Hashtag shoutouts to them. But yeah, I feel like they've been less afraid to become more brutal in their picks.
I think they found a bit of fun making the map pools more brutal. Because as a map pool, if I were a map pool selector, I'd try to make it as difficult as possible in terms of like, you know, varying the skill sets required.
Yeah, skill set variance is the thing.
They've definitely done a really good job of that.
Yeah, and I think they hit the sweet spot in terms of progression between the rounds, unlike something like the Taiko World Cup, which was a complete disaster in terms of how the difficulty spread. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, like it was just bad. Like looking at it from an objective standpoint.
There was a 6 or 7 star map in group stages that wasn't the tiebreaker. That's
like,
a little bit ridiculous.
Like star rating definitely isn't everything. However, if you're not catering the map pool to the actual entrance in the tournament and the feel of the tournament, it's a bad map pool in my opinion. And Soft did that really well, where at every stage in the tournament there was like I think the most possibility for variance and people sweeping and choking and like small things happening in every single match actually mattering in the long run, instead of like, oh, I combo broke once, I'm still gonna win kind of mentality.
Yeah, every mistake mattered.
Yeah, we'll only have a couple more minutes. Hopefully, the players' computer issues will be resolved by then, and we can get into the match. So both of the players are, in fact, here. We're just trying to get technical stuff resolved.
Alright, looks like Bump and Ho is in the lobby, just waiting for Pope Gadget now. Oh, looks like Pope Gadget has joined the multiplayer lobby
There we
now.
go. Walter Toro, I think, force moved him in.
Now we can just wait for the warm-up links, and then we'll be getting into it.
Yeah. Oh, whoa. Pope Gadget has
Oh, whoa.
no right to oh, he was warming up prior
Oh,
to
whoa,
this and not
B.
joining the room.
Power of going to conventions. Or whatever it was. Insomnia, I think it's called.
I think so.
No, it's a gaming convention. That's pretty cool. But both players have linked their warm-ups now.
Yeah, and it'll be okay. It'll be our first round. This sounds like a weird song.
I'm still
This is-
downloading it. Oh, there we go. Chillin'.
This is a bump and home warm up. Chill,
Yeah.
Ellen.
Chillin'. I don't know.
It looks like a 4.47 star difficulty song. Long notes. Only 2 minutes 30 seconds long. 96 BPM.
Nice. 96 BPM, but 4.47 stars. That's interesting.
I mean, the releases will probably inflate the star rating if it's like full inverse or something.
Yeah, that's possible. Well,
Like I
here-
said, full
here we go.
inverse. Well, not full inverse, but it's pretty close.
Just weird releases. I think this lives up to the difficulty name, though. Pretty chill.
I wonder where the star rating comes from, actually.
And before there's just a jump trill right at the end. Well, that was that warm up. Very chill. I guess that's the
Honestly-
only word to describe it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's still a good warm up because inverse actually. Maybe I want to rephrase. The way that I think a lot of people play long notes is that they hold their keys down pretty hard. So any inverse is actually kind of more warming up than you would expect, I think. DT white flag. Is Pope giving up this early in the match?
Clearly, that's what it looks like. Although I fully expect this to be like 1 star and like 20 seconds long, like every single other Pope gadget warm-up has been.
Chance to say I'm sorry, and I can't believe a lie. Say you need me one night. One more chance to say I'm sorry, and I can't believe a lie. Say you need me. With a white flag, I surrender, I surrender, I surrender. With a white flag, I surrender, I surrender, I surrender, I surrender.
This just looks like a finger loosener that Pope got just picked. I think it's a smart pick if he wants to get in the zone for this match. I don't think there's really much to say about the warm-up. I think this match is going to be pretty close depending on, I think, how warmed up Pope is. I want to say Bumpino gets the slight edge. Pope rolls a 77, the lucky number.
Bumpino's got a small chance.
100!
We got him! We got him! Last match of the semifinals, we got him!
The 100! Ooh, boy. Oh, boy!
That's hype.
Looks like that's Bumpino's first roll win as well.
What a way to win it.
Alright, I'm already hyped for this now. Slight smile gun. Faster, faster, faster is Pope's ban. Taking out SVs. I guess he doesn't feel comfortable with how much practice that he got with it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what I expect.
Bumpino might take out
ban.
Astro.
Yeah, that's probably a good. Or we ducking hit you.
Woofy.
Maybe he feels comfortable on that. Although, with this, funny shuffle's open again.
Yeah, all
So
the
we
way
might
on
get the
picks.
chance to see that.
Bumpino going with clarity, and I think it was double time for like half a second.
Don't go into it with double time. That would be bad.
Just a little bit. But yeah, definitely looking at, I guess, Bumpino's warm-up. He has advantage on inverse, however, that doesn't tell us much about long notes overall. I think Bumpino still does have the advantage for something like clarity. But I wonder if Astro's going to be one of those picks where it's just kind of left to the side and both players don't want to touch it at all.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I would assume that Bumpinho has practiced most of the map pool thoroughly, and Pokegadget just said that he banned the one that he didn't need to practice as much. So I would
Well,
assume that
the
means
one that he needed the most practice for.
Yeah. I would assume that means that he like wasn't able to put as much practice in as he wanted to, or just that he didn't want to practice something over and over.
I mean, I guess that is a decision that you have to make when you're doing practice, whether when you're like considering your bans. There could be one map that
early
breaking really early on that SV. Let's see, where was I? When you're going to practice things, consider how much practice versus how much return you're going to get on each of the maps. And I think Pokegadget just thinks that faster was that map to ban. I guess the thing is that our first bans actually tell a lot. Like if you ban an SV pick like Poke did, Bumpinho might be thinking like, oh, even though I might have wanted to ban Astro, I can leave it open because I don't think Pokegadget is going to be comfortable enough to pick that himself. So that'll just be on the side, and I can ban a better map instead.
Yeah.
Bumpinho catching up in accuracy though.
Still about a 3,000 point difference between the two players, though.
He's gonna have that drop.
Oh, and another drop. Bumpinho's not having a good time with keeping his combo, which is kind of unlike him. Usually he's really good at keeping full combos on maps. Maybe he's just trying too hard to accuracy the long notes and releases and is just getting breaks.
Potentially. Or he could start getting nervous. Although, I feel like you'd be in such a good position, like, mentally, after you roll 100 for big fans.
Yeah. I don't know. There could be a lot going through his head, as well as Pokegadget. He's actually dropped a lot of accuracy in comparison to Bumpinho. There's like 0.2% between the two, but Pokegadget keeps the lead because he's still holding the full combo.
And there's like about a 4,000 score cap, and that's only gonna like start going in Bumpinho's favor just because his accuracy. Oh wow, he dropped a lot in that section though, I think.
Yeah, and Pokegadget actually like dropped very little in that, which is kind of surprising, honestly. That's really hard to get Rainbow 3, like even regular 300s. It can be really hard to hit those properly.
Yeah. Thing is that the ending of this song is nothing to joke around about, and things can go all over the place. There's a potential that Pope might break, but
he just rushed that trill
really
a
late
lot.
on that. It was a late, actually. He fell behind.
Oh yeah. Still, he dropped a lot of 200s.
Oh,
and a 100
he also
right there.
was really late on that burst. The lead is only at 3,000 points. A break could easily determine and swing back the scores in the other
Ooh, there's the break.
Oh, right there! There's the break on that burst. That's a nasty
Bumpinho
burst.
takes the lead back.
Bumpinho, like,
and another
there's
break from Pope.
But a break from Bumpinho, though.
Yeah. Scores are now about 3,000 in favor of Bumpinho. And now it's just based on accuracy, and Bumpinho wins that battle.
Yep. Actually, those are pretty comparable. I think Pope just messed up on a lot more releases than Bumpinho, but Bumpinho does take that. Scores 0 to 1 in favor of Bump. Pope says bad patterns.
Underjoy patterns. And Pope going with Love Song right out of the gate. Nice.
We got some. You tell me what that looks like.
I don't. Yeah. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on stream.
Well, it's definitely Inspired through love song, I guess. This is going to be interesting. I think Poke Gadget probably has edge if he's actually picking this as his first pick. Like, early breaks, I think, are really important to the whole mentality and flow of the match, and I can't imagine that he wouldn't be going to this with some high degree of confidence.
Poke showing a tiny bit more struggle in terms of accuracy in comparison to Bump and Hope, but their scores are really close right now. Ooh, Poke Gadget getting a drop on one of those mini jack patterns.
Yeah, Bumpin' still holding at that 99.6 with the full combo. He's starting to build back up. He's doing really fine on those mini jacks. Still hitting things late.
Yeah, Pope trying to build up his accuracy at this point to give him a chance if Bump and Ho drops in this ending, which is really difficult actually to like hit well because of just the LNs between the streams being really intrusive.
Ooh, that drill. Both players fudging that up. Bump and Ho's actually dropped pretty far down in accuracy. I think a miss would even things out really closely. But it'll have to come soon.
There's plenty of miss potential right here.
Looking dangerous for both players. Poke Gadget taking the lead in accuracy.
Yeah. Single drop changes things. The entire lead of the match.
Oh, but the drop will be on Poke Gadget's side. But there's a drop on Bump and Ho
there's
as well.
Drop.
But it's not going to be
But
in
that's
enough.
the last of it. 10,000 point advantage for Bump and Ho. He takes it 2-0 back to his own pick. And I can see long notes coming out. Pure Ruby probably is my guess. Maybe Paintings, or maybe the other long note pick, Funny Shuffle. I don't know. Any of them are probably good picks.
Pure Ruby. Yep, Bump and Ho going with Pure Ruby as his second pick. Poke Gadget looks like he just wants to enjoy the gaming convention that he's at.
Ooh, both players actually messing up that early SV.
looks like Pope is in a slightly better spot, but not by much. I think they both messed up equally.
Yeah, at this point, this is really not the stuff that is worrisome for the scores. It's really when the dense LN inverse section comes. That's what'll end up deciding the victor of this.
They're pretty much exactly tied at this point, so the hard sections of Pure Ruby will decide this match. Pope Catch is holding on really well.
Ooh, but dropping a few 100s right at the end of that stream.
Yeah, both players dropping under that 99.
Pope Gadget is keeping up with Bump and Ho extremely well right now.
Oh wow, Bump and Ho dropped a lot of 200s in the end.
Yes, still only a 0.05% difference in accuracy. What was that 1,000 points of difference?
Yep.
Ooh, Bump and Ho actually dropping a couple 200s on these
Pope Catch is
trills.
catching up.
Accuracies are almost neck and neck right now.
Both players
Transition.
90%.
Oh, both players dropping on the transition. Pope Gadget taking a small lead now. Bump and Ho dropping again.
Oh,
Pope Gadget has a huge lead
might
now.
actually break this. He just needs to hold on for this ending. He's only a couple more nasty mini jack long notes.
But his accuracy continues to drop, although so is Bump and Ho's.
Yeah, Bump and Ho's also looking to have trouble here.
It looks like Pope Gadget took the break point. 2-1.
Looks like Insomnia will have to wait for Pope Gadget. Pope Gadget's going with Astro. Huh.
Oh,
okay.
Risky pick.
What?
Pope Gadget not looking too happy that he won that map. No, I wanted to end this. I wanted to end this quickly.
Bump and Ho just staying silent. I'm not sure if he's very happy about losing that.
That might be a bit of a tilting moment for Bump and Ho, if anything, because I don't think he expected to lose any of the long no picks.
Yeah, and 2-1 when it's not your pick anymore is quite a difference than 3-1 or 3-0. Sorry. Both players hitting a little bit of a rocky start in terms of accuracy at the very beginning.
Yeah, accuracies are basically the same right now. Gotta wait for the slow gem to see how these players hold up with it.
Yep, that's going to be where everyone, or every single drop almost, is going to be located, pretty much.
I mean, other than that, there really aren't any hard parts of the map. I guess you could argue that the ending...
There's a couple bursts, I guess.
Yeah, the ending jump string can be really weird if you do something with your scroll speed so that it's higher than normal, so it's easier to read the slow jam.
Yeah, I think Bump and
really
Ho
hard to read that. It can be really hard to read that ending because it's actually not a 1.0 SV for the ending jump stream. It's like a 1.1. So it's even
Pope Gadget drops the transition into the slow jam.
Bono dropping a lot of accuracy though on top of that. So is Pope.
Both these players tanking. Although Bump and Ho's having a lot more trouble looking at his accuracy.
This is the dense part right here. Pope taking the lead because of the dense part. Bump and Ho dropping combo too. Yeah, he took a lot of damage when it got denser.
Oh, yeah, those middle key trills looking like they wrecked Bump and Ho. He's down at a 96. Pope Gadget 98. That's a commanding lead.
It also gets way harder to read in that, like towards the second half of the slow jam.
But Pope Gadget
because of the hands. Although 40,000 point lead, not much is gonna be able to give Bump and Ho the lead back.
Yeah, this is looking like Pope's point. Good pick in Astro.
2-all. So it goes breakpoint, one breakpoint and one pick point for each of these players so far. That is shaping up to be really interesting.
Well, it is back to Bump and Hose pick, and I imagine he's going straight back to some long notes, so funny shuffle potentially. Although I feel like that's going to paintings.
Paintings.
Oh
I
yeah.
think the thing about funny shuffle is that it's even if you're really good at LNs, the releases can be ridiculously hard to hit, right? So if Bumpino was practicing, like playing that in practice and getting scores that didn't seem like they were very good, he probably doesn't know how Pope's gonna do on it. So he's like hesitant to pick it over any of the other LN maps.
I think it's the least safe long note pick, I would say, mostly because, just like you said, there's variance even in people who are good at long notes. That variance.
Although after this, Funny Shuffle is the last LN pick left. Even Love Song's been taken out.
Yeah, but then we have all the rice picks remaining still.
And then the one kind of in-betweener with 8-Bit Adventurer.
Yep.
So, honestly, after Funny Shuffle gets picked, I might expect Bumpino to go for 8-Bit Adventurer over the other picks.
Potentially. Pokecatch is hanging on pretty well, but Bumpinho's still in the lead. With some slightly more offset releases, Pokecatch is starting to tank downwards. I think this might actually be a nice indication of how he's going to do on Funny Shuffle. I think Bumpinho probably, if he was able to see like Poke's Gadget actual release management, that he would most likely be more comfortable with picking Funny Shuffle as his next pick.
Yeah, especially since Funny Shuffle really isn't dependent on full comboing the map at all. It's more just based on keeping your release accuracy on point. But Pope Gadget just dropped combo right there. That's not going to help him.
Yeah, I think Bumpinho probably has this by a long shot unless he like breaks multiple times. But Pokecat breaking again, so... Oh, Bumpinho actually
dropping.
Pope again.
Pope. Yeah, this is kind of similar to how Pope performed in his match against Dot. He kind of was dropping a lot toward the end of these choruses, and then he dropped a lot on the ending chorus, so I don't know how I'd expect him to do there. Ooh, and another drop from Pope. Although I think Bumpino dropped again somewhere.
No, I think that was...
Or is it the
his
same
one drop was the only drop that he had.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just delusional.
I'm just wondering what Pokegadget would try to pick after this, because there's so many rice picks left in the pool. Although Bumpino definitely is no slouch when it comes to that kind of thing.
I mean, I think in this case, Najimi Breakers is probably the least likely to get picked from Pope Gadget, because it's if he's not totally comfortable with or consistent with full comboing, I'm sure Bumpino feels consistent with the full combo on that.
Mm-hmm. Maybe something like drop that if he feels okay with Jax. But like the other stuff is like Cheat Reel and Reverse World.
Yeah.
And I don't know how these players' accuracies pair up against each other, whether one person has like a supreme advantage over the other, actually.
I know on lower difficulty stuff, Poke Gadget probably has the edge in accuracy over Bumpino, but when it gets to this kind of speed, I really can't tell.
Well, we will be able to see with this next pick, unless he goes for Najimi Breakers.
Interesting. That is the riskiest of the picks open right now. And I think I've said this before, but I consider this map to be the riskiest map to pick in the entire pool, simply because of how short it is.
It's a really good reset button if needed. However, it does also a really good kick in the butt if it goes the wrong way.
So what I get from this is that Povgad is kind of confident in his ability to full combo this with better accuracy than Bump and Ho. Because I don't think he's assuming that Bump and Ho is going to miss on this.
Ooh, a bunch of 200s from Pope right off the bat, though.
Ooh, got
Both
into
players.
that stream a little bit early.
If accuracy tightening back up, I think Pope has the advantage in terms of how tight his hit accuracy is currently.
This right here is where I see drops happening, if any happen at all.
Yeah.
Few 200s on both sides, but both players getting through it just fine for the time being. And yeah, we might be looking at 2 full combos.
Although Pokecatch is very slowly catching up. He's really tightened up his hit accuracy. If Bump and Hook keeps dropping 200s, this could be Pope's chance, but both players actually dropping a bunch of 200s there. Pope's still trailing by 0.1%. But slowly closing in.
Ooh, 0.04.
Come down to this very last section. Only
0.032, 1.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Ah, by
1,000 points.
1,015.
Ooh, for a sign this short, that's ridiculously close.
I think looking at those ratios, the Pokecatcher might have an advantage going to something like Reverse World or Cheat Reel, which are both picks that are still left up in the end. Bump and Hope, probably funny shuffling it up.
That's what I'd assume. Moving to standard by.
Bye.
Who are you, Deep Sea
Yep.
Flow?
Funny shuffle it is from Bump and Hope. Looking to try to hit up match point before Pokecatcher can do very much about it.
Yeah, and given Bumpin's performance on the past long run maps, I would not really put many bets on Pope Gadget to take this point. So this is just
You gotta have
basically,
faith, though.
yeah.
Things happen.
If this goes according to Bumpin's plan, then he's basically securing himself at least a tiebreaker.
Oh, Bump and Hope actually struggling a lot with this as
Yeah.
well.
Accuracies are really close, but this isn't really the really difficult part of the releases. They start right here. These are dumb to hit properly, and yeah, we can see Pope Gadget already dropping a lot of 200s, whereas Bump and Hose now extended his accuracy lead to a full %.
Yeah, that's a whole % lead already.
Pope is building up his accuracy right now, though, but with another section like when he was dropping earlier, I don't see him taking back the lead without a drop.
Bump and Ho's just looking really solid now. He's been looking solid this whole entire match. Here we go, though. Back into these releases. the very end of the song. And Bump and Ho will hang on.
And takes it to
At the
match
very
point for
end.
Bump and Ho.
5-2 in favor of Bump and Ho.
So now Pope's got to choose between Cheatriel, 8-Bit Adventurer, Reverse World, and what else?
And drop that.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what favors him the most here.
He's going with the short song, I'm guessing.
Oh, he's going with 8-Bit.
Yeah. When he said, let's get this over with. Even though I think that he could possibly take some of the consistency picks, looking at their accuracies. But yeah, 8-Bit is pretty much the shortest pick remaining. I think Pope is actually just wanting to end this ASAP.
Gotta get back to that gaming convention.
That's all that matters. To Pope,
I mean,
apparently, at this point.
Already got top 8. That's pretty impressive by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Pogated does come out to a bit of an early lead, but I imagine that might change once the long note patterns start kicking in. Ooh, but Bump and Ho dropping combo on those gluts.
Ooh, boy. His accuracy's tanking down pretty far. But Pope also misses one of those gluts as well.
Oh yeah, and drops down even below Bump and Ho's current accuracy.
And scores should start flashing anytime soon.
There it is.
Yep.
Moving back into Bump and Ho's favor.
Although Pope Gadget, I think, caught back up in those polyrhythms a little bit. Potentially. There's still not too much percentage difference between these players, and so much potential to break.
Yeah, and with only one drop each, this is a lot closer than it might seem.
Yep, here comes SV as well. Pope Gadget drops it.
I love that SV. I'm gonna say that every time I see it.
It's a great SV. And once again on the glut.
I think that's gonna seal it for him.
Yep. And that will be the entire match. Bumpo taking it 6-2 over Pope Gadget, which will knock him out of the tournament.
Yep. Made it really far, though. As I said before, he did get top 8 overall, tied for 7th place with, who was it? He tied for 7th with Ater98, who also got 7th.
Mm-hmm. But now Bump and Ho has a match against Cheetos next week.
No, he has a matchup against Andre to look forward to.
Oh, it's Andre, that's right.
Cheetos, depending on who wins the next match and whether he defeats Andre.
Hey, legend. But yes, Poke Gadget does get knocked out of the tournament. Bump and Ho advances. Hashtag pay respects to the final UK standing in the tournament, who has finally fallen.
And with that, we have knocked it down to the final 6 players left in the tournament. We have Bump and Ho, Andre MC, Halogen, Kobo, Cheetos, and Azrieli left. That is one strong team of 6 left. But that was the last match of this weekend. We should be getting into the map pool showcase soon, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, it looks like. Yep, it looks like we will be ready to go as soon as the multiplayer room for the map pool showcase is created. We'll get into this finals map pool showcase.
Oh, this is going to be an exciting one. Final showcase. I've been waiting a long time to see these maps. They're just going to get really tough now.
Just kind of scrolling through. I think there's our first 6-star map.
Ooh, a 6-star map. That's exciting. Incoming jump drills.
There's our first map that breaks 350 BPM for streams.
Okay.
I said
Wait.
breaks 300 BPM, so or 350, aka it's higher than that in some
For
range.
streams. That's pretty fast.
A little bit. So the MP room has been created.
And we're just waiting for Stupid Man to get in, and then we can start the showcase.
Alright, incoming finals map pool showcase. And a reminder, this is not the last showcase that we're going to be having because there's one more map pool as Soft breaks from the normal World Cup tradition or whatever other tournaments. We actually have a separate map pool for Grand Finals that's even more brutal than the finals map pool. So I'm super excited for both this, the upcoming weekend, and the Grand Finals weekend.
I mean, who wouldn't be super excited about that?
And here's our first song, it's Coinage again!
Yes,
Once
I was
again,
I
baby,
was so
best
hoping
map
that we'd see that.
2017.
Just keep
Coinage
putting these in the
finals
map
map.
pool. I will always love this choice.
Oh man, where's Ella when you need him? I don't have enough
Law.
coins.
Oh, I got some coins. I keep dropping them on like the floor now. I'm getting coins all over my floor.
Do I have more coins? I'm pretty sure I have more coins. There's one,
I have
there's two.
so many coins.
Woo.
Looks like Stupid Man is in the lobby now.
I'm just gonna coin it up. Yeah, but if you thought coinage was a nightmare to play through, it looks like we're gonna have our first map of the finals map pool being shown, Nightmare of Hornets Squad. This is the Valedict and Evening collab.
Oh boy, it's a Camellia chart. That tells me
It
it's
is a
going to be
Camellia.
really long, and there's probably going to be SVs somewhere.
Oh, not really. There's actually.
Are there really no SVs?
I believe some. I actually haven't seen the Osumania version.
So
Because
this
this was
isn't.
featured in my pack, Burst of
Oh.
Teitoku Kai. So,
Oh, nice.
but yeah, it gets pretty tiring. It's probably the easiest map in the map pool. Going down the list in this finals map pool, it's probably the easiest. However, it's still pretty draining. especially the back half. It just picks up, and it doesn't ever relent
Yeah,
until I guess the little breaks.
Already listening to this sounds like it is going to be disgusting.
It's surprisingly fun to play, though, I will say. And yes, to the people in chat, this will be best of 13 coming into finals, so longer matches.
And more maps.
More maps, yep.
More maps is more fun, I guess, is the theory behind this.
Yep, there will be 15 normal maps and a 16th map for the tiebreaker. Also, a note for anyone who's still in the tournament, there will be an update to this map after this map pool showcase is over sometime. So be sure to, I guess, re-download after it has been updated so you have the correct version to train on.
Starting off somewhat tame, I think, but I'm sure that'll change.
Once it gets into it, you'll see. So essentially how this map is structured is that the first half was done by Valedict and the second half was done by Evening, essentially. So you'll be able to see the stylistic change. You'll know when it happens.
Although on a separate note, this song is very fitting for finals, I think.
It is.
Oh geez, these bursts, they already look gross. I can only imagine what's going to happen toward the end.
Oh yeah, it also speeds up, by the way. A little bit at the very end.
There's a lot of weird tempos in this too. Like there was that one descending roll that just slowed down.
Yep.
And
The
if you're
snaps are
just
so varying.
if you're keeping your momentum from the rest of it, you're not going to be able to hit that properly.
One crystal missing there. That was a little bit weird.
I think Stupid Man still has the full combo going so far.
Oh, we'll be heading into some evening. Here we go. Some nice
geez.
flams into bursts.
A lot of mini jacks too.
Yeah, into polyrhythm stuff as well. It's a very technical chart all over. This part is so fun.
I can hear the speed up happening right now. Or it did happen.
That's very slight speed up from 222 to 255.
Oh, that's just a slight speed up.
Yep, here we go. And all these bursts become so much more nasty.
Long notes are being added into it. That just makes it way more difficult to keep your accuracy.
Yep, and Stupid Man getting a bunch of breaks.
Oh, those patterns look so mind-blockable.
And then we get into the meat. Right at the very end when you're so tired from trying to accuracy this song. Like, this ending is so brutal.
Oh, and the change of snaps right there.
Will Ella get that 99? Or will he be stuck at that 98.99?
Ooh.
Ooh, oh, he's at the 99?
Oh, he's got it. Ooh,
Ooh.
that 300 probably almost dropped him down to the 90s.
Almost. Yeah, that is the first map of the map pool.
Stupid man, what face? I think he's a bit surprised by it.
Yeah, but there's more maps looming over the horizon here. And yes, that was pretty much the easiest map of the map pool for most of the players of this caliber. But yeah, we have a Sound Horizon song, Raijin no Hirarirure. This is
Difficult
an
to
Underjoy
name.
map.
Tempest with Underjoy.
And it's an Underjoy map, so
Oh,
you know
no.
exactly what to expect.
Oh no, I'm terrified.
OD8,
Clarity Part 2.
HP 8.7. Fluctuating BPM 132 to 172. It's only 2 minutes 16 seconds long. But this is the 6 star. This is 6.02 stars.
Oh no. Stupid man doesn't look very comfortable with the LNs.
Reading the map pool notes, the LN chart that no one asked for, but everyone's gotta clench their asses through. A collab between Kamikaze and Underjoy. Gay.
Oh, that's just
Fabit.
like, that's the two most terrifying long note mappers you could put together.
Got some semi-inverse stuff with 1-4 gaps. Releases suck.
Okay,
Hello.
alright.
Oh, those releases!
No, why would you do this?
Oh my god,
No,
these
why
patterns
are
are actually really bad!
These are terrifying.
Oh, and those bursts in between too. What's great is that there's going to be some more funny shuffle patterns. I think the second half gets worse.
Worse. Oh. So that's
More
not the
dense
worst that
and
we've
shieldy.
seen.
Oh,
Okay,
these
that
patterns
looks
suck.
gross.
They actually just straight up suck.
I've never seen a map that I've so aggressively wanted to delete right when I get back into my game.
Look at those like slight release offsets. Oh my god.
This is ridiculous.
Oh my god. Why?
I'm so terrified.
Like even people who are good at reading long note releases, that's so unintuitive. Oh my god. The gaps in between like the inverses are also so varied.
Yeah, and if you're not particularly comfortable with long notes, you can just look at Stupid Man's screen right now, and that's what'll happen. It's not fun. Even for Juan Crystal, he's not really performing as well as you might expect him to on a general long note pick, even for finals.
Mr. I can full combo funny shuffle, no problem.
Oh, he almost died. Yeah, this is
Even these ending patterns, those releases.
when a map can bring you from 26 clean 200s on funny shuffle to like 96.5%. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and especially since one mistake in that song could wreck your entire score. Like you can just rain down 100s and 50s.
All right. Well, we're going into the third map of the pool. I've heard some interesting stuff about this. Something like Elam might like it or know something about it.
There's some B's in there. Some B:, because this is Buntan falling in B mix. More Kaiden course.
Oh, and in chat, Ella going, yes! Oh my god! Oh my god!
He's flipping out.
And it's another Underjoy map!
Yep. Well, no, it's a... Oh yeah, it is an Underjoy difficulty. This is great, because Stage 3 of the Kaiden, which is Samba Land, was in quarterfinals. And here comes Stage 2. So, are we going to see Love and Justice and Peacebreaker in Grand Finals? We'll find out! Probably
Who knows? Not. I mean, Peacebreaker is hard enough, I think. But
I'm reading the map pool notes. Actually, I'm not going to say this, but no, I'm gonna say this. If you hated Astro, then you should probably tab out of the stream for about 2 minutes.
I'm terrified. Is there another minute long slow jam?
Who knows? This is only 1 minute and 28 seconds long. The BPM mark goes from 200 all the way down to 50.
Well, that tells me there's a long slow jam. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe. OD9, HP9.
Nice anchors. This is a really short song too. We're already halfway done with. Ooh, is it? Oh my god! What the hell just happened? There was no warning for that. Oh my god!
There we go.
I don't know what to say about that. It's basically the exact same thing as Astro, except harder.
Oh, yeah.
Why would you do this, Underjoy? Do you find joy in making these kinds of maps?
Nice sight read, LR. Nice sight
I mean, it's
read.
still an S
Losing
rank.
almost in
That's
the
pretty
red.
impressive on a sight read, knowing nothing about what the map's gonna do.
Yeah, it was almost like a miracle happened right there. And speaking of miracles,
I had a feeling
We
you were
have-
about to make a pun about.
well, it's Miracle Hinacle.
It's not Daiki commentating if there's not a pun somewhere.
Wait, who submitted whose map is this? Do you see that title? It says IOYS. Excuse me. That's some bad metadata. That's some that's some I disapprove. Asusa, get your act together. Anyways, this is an OD6 HP7 140 BPM. Quite a long song, 4 minutes and 15 seconds. 5.34 stars.
I see we have the third rendition of the non-SV difficulty of a map.
Yeah, that's also a really bad difficulty name, I'll say that as well.
First it was the two Alephi maps, now it's this.
Can you already tell what kind of map this is going to be?
No, I can't see the long notes already being really annoying.
Map pool notes say, don't bother checking the difficulty with SVs because those are bad as well.
Oh, alright. Ah, jeez. Nice! Nice inverse.
We're
Oh my
only
gosh.
4 songs in, and like all I've seen is cancer.
Oh my
Cancer,
god, what
cancer.
was that? That was even worse! These long note maps are terrifying me right now. These patterns don't look fun at all.
Ooh. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, this doesn't... Yeah, and a reminder, this is 4 minutes long.
Oh no.
So you have 4 minutes of
4
long
minutes
there.
of... Oh, this is like Nepgear all over again.
Yeah, you have 4 minutes of IOYS to deal with. If anyone could see my head right now, it's shaking. Like, no, no. Alright, now I feel like going to sleep because this song is really boring.
It's a lot of the same patterns too. It's still disgusting, but it's just a lot of the same.
Yeah, but then The song is literally doing the same thing for like the 5th time now.
Yeah, I still got almost half the song. Yeah, I don't like those patterns. Those ending shields are kind of gross.
Nice auto tune.
Nice split jump through with the LN hold right in the middle of it.
Oh yeah, there is one surprise if you're not paying attention at the very end. Apparently.
One surprise. Well, it's getting a little denser now. Man, this
Maybe
is...
it already passed and I missed it.
It's all a ruse. I can hear it in your voice.
No, I actually don't know this map. Oh, there we go!
It was
There
all
it
a
is.
ruse. It was all a ruse.
Surprise!
You thought this was all just normal LNs, but no, we have LN staircases too.
I'd call that an Easter egg, I guess.
Man,
Because this is Easter.
indeed.
I'd like to kill whoever made this map anyways. So bad. Let's be honest. But you know who else I'd like to kill?
I don't know.
Some guy who goes by the name of I like XD.
Oh no.
Because it seems like we have a map called
Why?
I Kill by Leaf.
Why? Why would you do this?
OD8, HP8. Only 180 BPM, however, of course, if you can hear the song, we're getting bursts of 30-second notes.
Return
Okay,
of
this
the
is
map.
a 360 BPM stream.
Return of the maps from Dan's. This was in the Luminal V1, I think. This is getting a little bit intense.
Yep, but it's only 1 minute 29 seconds long and 5.43 stars. There's so much room for both players going all over the place here.
Yeah, we heard you guys were actually like depressed that we weren't having many single streaming maps. Here you go.
Yep, welcome to Stepmania. This is where most of the people who are left in the tournament recover their accuracy a little bit. And then lose it all over again.
Mini Jags.
These patterns suck so much to hit. Especially to accuracy very well. And
Okay,
then rest in
Alright,
peace.
alright, yeah, I don't think this was necessary. Why would you do this? Give mercy to their poor fingers, dude.
Nope, it's still going.
Pretty short song, but yeah, that's pretty
Bummer.
brutal.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's a little bit of a step up from the
Just-
previous map we'll showcase.
Just a
or
tiny bit.
previous rounds map.
Just a tiny bit.
The difficulty has been switched on. Lotus.
More puns.
Of course.
Courtesy of your main
So
guy,
easy to do
Daiki.
transitions. Let's go. OD9, HP9, 230 BPM, 4 minutes and 27 seconds, 5.3 stars. This is a kamikaze map.
Kamikaze. Man, that name sounds familiar. It's almost like we've had a map in this pool that was partially made by Kamikaze.
I'm reading the map notes. Hello there, trademark. So here we have a chart that you're gonna want to delete as soon as possible when this round ends, and I'm not sorry in the slightest.
The true words of an LN mapper.
Surprisingly, polyrhythms with uneven snaps, then anchors and bursts, then 230 BPM hand stream.
Oh, so it's not LNs.
Yeah.
That's a surprise.
And then we throw in the Lost Dedicated.
What can you repeat what BPM this is?
230 BPM.
What the hell, dude?
Good song. Good song choice.
Indeed.
AI mod would throw a fit at this song, probably. Ooh, these bursts.
I'm not sure what my opinion about this map is yet, but I'm sure that it's going to be very obvious toward the end of the map.
I'm just waiting for it to pick up. Apparently there's a nasty roll right there, and then...
Oh, there's the hand streams that we were hearing about.
This is
Probably
not
not the
bad.
Probably not the fastest it's gonna get.
In terms of like dense hand stream, I think this is well within the capabilities of a lot of people in this tournament. Although the one-hand patterns are starting to like surface.
Yeah, these one-handed trill patterns look like cancer to play.
We're only halfway done though. Oh boy. So
These snaps.
yeah, the second half is going to be even worse apparently. Like that hand stream was okay and probably borderline manageable by almost all the players remaining in the tournament. But we have literally the same thing, except harder.
I don't like the sound of that.
Like I'd imagine like single digit 200s full combos up to here with really good accuracy. And then we come into this.
Oh my god.
And then this is where you can lose your marbles.
This is ridiculous. Hand trills, really? You had to put those in this map, didn't you?
And then your stamina gets even further drained, I believe, by the end of this section.
Oh no.
We got some TLD here.
Slightly slower. I think this is about 15 BPM slower than Lost
Yeah.
Dedicated.
However,
but
after you've gone through that hand stream section, your stamina's probably death at that point. And it just keeps going. and some weird polyrhythms to finish everything off.
That was a map. That was a very long map that just drains you so much.
Keeping up your accuracy was going to be such a physical battle with that hand stream and a mental battle through all of those polyrhythms. You need to be paying so much attention there. But you know what? I think we've had enough of noodles, right? I think we're done with noodles for now.
This isn't Arquins, is it? No, it's Arquins.
This is Arquins.
You're joking.
Song so difficult. But yep, if you weren't tired of Leaf instead of having a rice map in iKill, we now have Mephisto. OD7, HP 7, 170 BPM. Just under 2 minutes in length, 5.31 stars. Yeah, but this is the hardest long note chart in the pool, according to the map rules.
It's really, really dense. I can say that much. Although one good thing that I can say about this map is that the ending is not quite as cancer as the version from the tier 10 of the LN Dans. Because at the end there's a bunch of mini jacks, but in the tier 10 Dan, when this map is put into it, they basically turn into hand jacks on top of LNs, which are way worse.
The thing is that I imagine that because Mephisto's like more straightforward of a long note chart, despite it being a lot harder, it might get less bans than something like that other map that we saw.
Yeah,
Raijin no Hidoride.
Yeah, and the thing about this map is a lot of it is just really short LN, so if you can read it, it actually might not be that terribly difficult. Most of the difficulty...
Let's be honest.
It is, but a lot of the difficulty just comes from the ability to read through the patterns. At least that's what I found when I played the map. This part is disgusting and really hard to time right. I like that inverse. I don't know, just this ending increases the difficulty of the map overall, but the part that I was saying had a lot of jacks. It does have a lot of jacks here, but those were turned into hand jacks instead of just single mini jacks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that it's not the one from tier 10.
Here's our 8th map of the map pool, Mud Pie. This is Flexo123 map 8.5 OD HP 8. From 150 to 175 BPM. 3 minutes 13 seconds, 5.74 star. Kamikaze says this is the highest star rating chart of the map pool, however he's wrong. That was Raijin because I broke 6 stars. Kami's an idiot. This is also not the boat version, which is really unfortunate because the boat version is really good. However, this one does have SVs all over the place. Jacks, fast jump jacks.
I've been waiting for some fun SVs outside of minute-long slow jams.
Funny shuffle releases.
I think this was used as a warm-up in a match before.
Yep,
and so
actually was. Dot picked this for warm-up.
SVs
overall-
haven't really been too intense yet, but
Yeah,
they
this
get
is-
worse.
This is more of just a technical map. Although SVs do get worse, yeah.
Yeah, like right there. A Funny Shuffle releases. These also get worse as the map goes on. They look pretty bad as they are, but trust me, toward the end of the map they get much worse to handle. More Funny Shuffle releases with shields after them. Yeah, this is kind of disgusting, just to put it bluntly. Yeah, and remember what I said that they would get worse? Yeah, right here, they turn into hands instead of just jumps. Just not fun to handle.
What's with this ending? It got like 20 times more dense than the rest of the song.
Yeah.
Bad chart, actually. One crystal fails out. I don't
Stupid
blame
man
him.
saying, what the fuck
Like,
was that
that's-
ending?
That's actually like, I don't.
It's a
agree
bit
with
of
the
a-
difficulty burst. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense. Sorry. Well,
What map
Just-
number are we on?
number 9. You know this one.
Oh, do I? I think I know what map
you
it
know
is
this
then.
one very well.
I probably should.
It's probably not the one that you're thinking, actually.
Is it really not?
Yeah, it's a different one.
Oh,
It's
boy,
not
I
that
might
one.
actually know what the other one is too. I do!
We got
Yes!
first
I was
again.
so
This is-
hoping that it was gonna be this map.
We have a Topster
Yes.
map. Let's see. OD9 HP 8, 180 BPM, 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Log 4.31 stars. That's suspiciously low.
Yeah.
Toaster, could you take it
4.31.
away?
Okay, so the BPM is 180, like you said. Star rating about 4.3. You'll pretty much figure out right away why this is finals map. I'll let the first note take it away.
There it is.
And we can already see some SVs. This map is... There are no points in the map where there are not SVs. What just happened? I think they aborted it. I'm
No, I
not
think
sure what's
they just
happening.
can't read it. I think they just actually can't read it. Oh, wait, no. Ella's Osu pooped itself, actually.
Now, yeah, but going on with my description, basically there are no spots in this entire map where there aren't SVs to worry about. If you let your guard down once, you will get caught off guard by something. So the SV actually starts off pretty tame at the beginning in general, kind of just doing a bunch of stutter effects, and then goes into a slow jam. But once you get to the chorus section, that's when it gets really fun.
I love this song so much.
This song's so good. I got inspired to make a map of this because I played the standard map and I loved the song so much.
Yeah, I'm actually in the same boat. One Crystal, what's happening? Oh my gosh, what is happening?
Clients don't
Clients
like
are
this map.
crashing. I think One Crystal crashed.
Too many SVs.
Aborting one more time. Let's see if this will work. Come on. We gotta showcase this. This is important. There we go, both
Everything's
players.
functioning. All right, now we get to see the SVs in full action. These look a lot more aggressive than they actually like are when you play it. They're really intuitive. That it actually took me the longest to map that section just to figure out what was going on with it. But yeah, like I said, there has been no break in SVs yet. Just some stutters here. I think this is basically when a small break sort of starts happening, but doesn't last very long.
Ooh, One Crystal doesn't know the song.
I think he's played the chart before.
But if you know the song, you would have known there's those
Oh,
little
yeah.
syncopations.
This is really the only spot on the map with no SVs, and there still are between the two halves of it, with little
In the
stutters.
transition?
Yeah, right there. Not too aggressive, but noticeable. And this is the slow jam I was talking about.
It's not that slow.
I think it's like 0.8 or something.
That's not a slow jam. That doesn't qualify.
I guess. But you'll start seeing where the fun part kicks in right after this ends.
I'm excited.
And here we go! I love this part. Stutters between every single note.
I don't know if it's a problem with me listening to the song so much that I have no problem reading those rhythms.
Don't worry, I have the same thing. I mean, I made the map so it's kind of obvious that I would have the rhythms down, but even before it I had them down 100%. And this is the really fun part right here.
Yeah.
Although, to be honest, in a lot of cases, this part might actually be harder if the SVs weren't there. Because you have to
Maybe.
let go of the long notes for so long.
Those long notes might trip a lot of people up, though.
Yeah, for sure.
The thing about this is that most of the gaps are still preserved in your SV usage, so you can still like semi-read it if you're paying enough attention. Because the gap between the notes are as they should be still, they're just stuttered. But yeah, what a map.
For anyone who's curious, that took me about 2 months to make.
SV maps are a lot of work, especially the crazier ones that you see.
Oh no. No! This
We have
don't tell me-
Chaser!
Do not tell me this is the wrist jacking one. Do not
This
tell me
might
this
be
is
the wrist jack.
It's the wrist jacking one! No!
Let's see. 8.5 OD, 8.5 HP, 134 BPM, 2 minutes 56 seconds long, 5.72 star rating. Kami says it's the second highest star rating chart in the map pool, being 0.02 stars lower than Mudpie, which is wrong because it's the third highest star rating chart. Get good, Kami! But yeah, if you can't tell by the difficulty name, there's like some jacks in there. A little bit.
Yeah, just some wrist jacks. Just a few.
Just some. This is a white map. WH110. So yeah, you get 3 whole minutes of this. I don't have much to say. It's just like dense wrist or gluts the whole entire way.
There are so many quads too that just can interrupt your rhythm so heavily. And we're only halfway done.
And it gets even denser. Lawn Crystal failing because those bursts of just hands and quads are nasty. I don't think he's recovered fully yet.
No, he's still failing.
I can't imagine how tired he is right now.
It's just unrelenting.
I think he's looking to recover now, though. Yep, it looks like he's recovered just fine, so he won't be failing, maybe.
He's back. The rest of it's basically the same as the beginning, so...
That was an interesting end. Felt kind of abrupt, but that is Chaser. Our 10th song of the
jeez.
map pool. We still have 6 more to go.
Oh my gosh, it's felt like so many more maps so far.
Yeah, this is... I don't know, there's just a lot of maps. Next up, we have The Spire. This is another Valedict map. OD8, HP8. 270 BPM, 2 minutes 11 seconds in length,
Huh.
5.47 star rating.
Man, this sounds like death metal, and anytime I hear death metal, I think of only one thing.
What is that one thing that you could be thinking of, Toaster?
Well, when I hear death metal, I think of dense jump stream.
Wow, dense jump stream. That might be what this map is about, because this is death metal.
Yeah, man, it'd be such a surprise if we saw a dense jump stream here.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wonder if this is actually going to be dense jump stream in a death map. I mean, it is only 2 minutes 11 seconds, so...
I see regular streams.
Oh.
I think my hunch might be just correct right here.
Maybe. I'm so surprised that your hunch might be correct in a death metal song.
Oh, yeah.
Rolly jump
Bad.
stream, super hard to act.
That looks a lot like dense jump stream, wouldn't you say?
A little bit. I don't think it's gone really dense yet. It's like medium dense jumps. Oh, there we go. There it is.
Nice.
This is feeling very reminiscent to something like Vec Legendaria that was picked in the Mania World Cup last year, where it was just 270 bursts of dense jump stream, where it's really testing not the consistency or accuracy, but more of the speed of the player if they're able to handle those dense bursts of jump stream. But yeah, also since it's only 2 minutes long, it's not as taxing on the stamina.
Yeah, this is getting pretty dense. I don't know what else to say. It's kind of, you know, just what it looks like. Dense jump stream, speed. Make sure you can keep up with it or you're gonna lose.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that was a Valedict chart. And I mean, there was a previous chart which was Valedict and Evening. So, naturally, if you can see where I'm getting at, we're going to see some Evening coming up.
Oh boy.
And I think a bunch of people in the chat will be familiar with this. And this song as well. We got some Cyber Demon coming in. If you haven't seen this...
Well, let's just say I have not seen it.
Oh, let's just say you think Perth is going to be hard to learn?
Oh no.
OD6, HP 9, 120
Huh.
BPM, 3 minutes, 39 seconds, 4.13 star rating.
3.1 for star rating?
4.13.
Oh, okay. 3.14
I
kind
might
of
have
scared me a little bit. 4.13 is a little more understandable. But
It's still the lowest star rating chart. Anyways, the chart itself is by Poke Gadget and Underjoy. However, Evening did a lot of the work.
Someone's
lot of the work.
Someone's saying that they hope that this isn't Demons V2. I don't know if I can promise that it isn't at this point. What did you say the HP value was?
9.
Oh, at least it's not 10 like Demons was. So there's a little bit of leeway.
A little bit.
Those releases are kind of gross. Especially with the SVs in it. Alright. These Allen patterns look really gross. And there's still SVs thrown into them. Ah, jeez. This looks really cool, but also really annoying to play.
This, I think, is probably going to be the most intimidating chart in this map pool for the people still remaining in the tournament. Jeez.
Oh yeah, and you mentioned that it's harder to learn than Perth It Again. Anyone who is thinking about banning Perth It Again right away, yeah, that might not be good for you
Like,
at this
I
point.
think you might have better options. Right off.
Yeah.
Best part is that this chart is only halfway over.
Still so much more to get through.
Oh, the slow down, speed up SVs, so good.
These slowdowns and speed ups. Oh, jeez. This just gets more and more intimidating as you keep going through the map. Nice teleport. Whoa, more teleports.
Oh my god, those bursts.
Whew. Stupid man rushing that one.
Oh my god. It's like an extended speed up SV with stutters.
Oh my god, what were those? Oh my.
Oh god, that is brutal.
Jeez. Oh my god.
These releases. Although that will be Cyber Demon.
Stupid man failing right at the end. Oh my god. This. Oh my god.
That was
Oh,
a
apparently-
sight read from one crystal. That's
What?
actually really. That's pretty impressive, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, for that to be his sight read. I'm sure Grand Finals picks will do him in for sight
The
reads.
last quads.
And to get into something a little more lighthearted, we have another song that Toaster's probably very familiar with.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Cheshire's.
For a similar reason. I also made this map. Surprise, surprise.
Cheshire's Dance. By the difficulty name, you probably tell that it's actually not another SV pick. Yeah, I'm probably sure that everyone
Good.
is really
Yeah.
sad because everyone loves SV picks.
Oh yeah, for sure. Good news to those people who hate SVs. There are exactly 0 SVs in this entire map. It is 200 BPM, 5.11 stars.
1-3? Question mark?
It
don't
was. I had to
Somewhere
fix the
around there.
I had to fix the offset.
Oh, that's right.
And it changed the star rating. But it's mostly a lot of single LNs with just stream patterns around it, but there are a lot of points where, like this, where you'll just... I don't really know how to describe that, because it's not inverse at all. It's just full LN. But then you'll also get actual full inverse sections in the map, and then full inverse hand streaming toward the middle and the end. So it's just... This is what I'd call the LN consistency map of the pool, from what I've seen so far.
It looks like it. I mean, if it's not Mephisto, then it's probably this.
And this is 3.5 minutes long, if I remember, or 3 minutes 11 seconds or something like that. So,
2
gotta
minutes
keep it up for a
56.
while. And by inverse hand stream, this is what I'm talking about right here.
Beautiful. I don't
And then
think it's
back-
full inverse. That's just mini long note holds.
Yeah.
I think full inverse would be having to extend like those long notes to
I mean-
wherever the next note is.
I could have made him like that if I really wanted to.
I think we have enough of that in the pool for now.
Yeah, probably. Small break section right here. This looks fun, right? That's what this would be called? Fun?
Yeah, plenty of Running Man patterns interweaved when there's like a single long note being held. It's a pretty good test of finger independence there.
And back to this. Yeah, and something to know about the hand stream sections, they're really, really easy to mess up because of Score V2 and the whole CB rushing system that it uses. So if you rush one of them or misread one of them, you're going to be breaking a lot in the same column.
And our 14th song of this map pool will be And I Grew Into Ribbons from Pope Gadget. OD9, HP 9.2, 325 BPM.
So many high BPM maps.
2 minutes in length, so not too long. It's a normal length, I feel like. Great song. 5 minutes, wow. 5.06 stars. Let's see. Fast Jacks. Let's see. What else is in there? I see 2 capital letters as well. One of them is an S, and the other one is like 2 lines coming together at the bottom.
Yeah, it sounds like Poke Gadget to me.
Yeah. Sounds just like, ooh.
Coming right out of the gate with these patterns.
Ooh.
Anchored jacks.
Jeez.
What the?
162.5 BPM stuff.
At least you get small breaks between them, I guess. If that's any consolation. At least it's not like wrist jacker or chaser is what I should call it, where you don't get any breaks between the notes.
What is this?
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, that is disgusting.
This is like really difficult to read.
Oh my god, this is so dense. The texture reminds me a little bit of Gengozo.
Yeah, I was about to mention
Or at
the
least the
BPM.
speed.
Yeah, the BPM is right around the same area. I think Gengo's is like 158 or somewhere around there.
A little bit slower. Yeah,
but
of
I don't
course,
think
without the really long jump stream sections.
And also the really long jacks in general. This just has the jump jacks in general.
Yeah, 3-note anchors and all that good stuff.
Although, all in all, this is a very short map.
Yeah, thank God. If that was kept up for longer than it is, I think people would start actually like failing. Because, oh my gosh, both of these players almost failing, but managing to survive at the very end.
Yep, and with that, we're going into the last regular pick.
If you didn't feel violated by that
Really?
pick, we have the violation!
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Did you say something about death metal?
Yeah, man,
Did you say something?
death metal reminds me of something, you know. Do you know what it reminds me
especially
of?
at OD9 HP 8.5, also 270 BPM. Like the other death metal song that was in here. What does it remind you of?
Just a little thing called dense jump stream.
Dense jump stream. I wonder if this map could feature some dense jump stream at 5.39 star ratings.
Yeah, no way that this one is also gonna be dense jump stream.
Cheetos.
I don't think he wants to go back to MWC 2016 at this point, when this was picked as a finals map.
Yeah, I'm going to read off of Easy's notes from the MWC verbatim because it was used in MWC and we don't have to feel bad about it. 270 BPM jump stream, a varying density, mainly jump stream with doubles on every 1-1 snap. There are some occasions where the chart is denser, however, such as the intro and the second half of each chorus. Patterns are generally very smooth to hit, though they're not always super straightforward. There are occasional 3-note anchors, one-hand mini trills, and column bias jump stream, but they are infrequent. density-wise, this chart is on the level of Spire and switched on Lotus, with the difference of this chart lasting longer and thus being a stamina test. The fitness gram pacer test isn't.
Yeah, this doesn't stop. 5 minutes of just not stopping any pace at all.
But also, this is our final map pool before we get to show our tiebreaker.
I'm excited for the tiebreaker. I don't even know what it is, but I'm excited for it.
If you can't tell by my laughter, I'm grinning from ear to ear. Oh my god. It's going to be...
That means it's gonna be good.
Yes. Kamiuri knows.
Of course it does.
Especially because that might have been a pun. Or a joke.
Totally slipped by me. I can't even remember what you said anymore. And yeah, Juan is already showing signs of losing basically all of his stamina. We still have half of the map left. That doesn't tell you that this is a bit intense. I don't know what will. At this point, I don't think there's anything to say. I mean, it's just dense jump stream for 5 minutes.
Yep.
We're almost done with it.
One crystal. He can survive. He's so close to the end.
Oh no!
One crystal. No, he's gonna make it. He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it. He made
He
it.
did it! He survived. He did. He submitted a score.
Oh my god. But yeah, I'm still grinning from ear to ear because this tiebreaker.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it.
I guess the real question is,
Huh.
do I smile?
Wait a
You
minute.
can
I feel
guess.
like I know this map or song.
Well, you know the song because it's probably you've seen it from FFR.
Yes, I
But-
have. But it's not going to be the same thing because this is
No,
a
it's not.
tiebreaker.
5.98 stars, OD 8, HP 8, 15 to 1,470 BPM. If that
Nice.
gives you any indication of what this map's gonna be like. 4 minutes 23 seconds, and it looks like Underjoy guessed right because this is Underjoy's Do I Smile map. But yeah, if you thought Glitch Nerds was hard, then this will be impossible for you. Just putting that out there.
I like the background, honestly.
But yeah, so as any tiebreaker should, it tests all the skill sets. So get ready for everything. This is a pretty fitting tiebreaker, I think, too.
Oh yeah, definitely bringing the intensity. Oh boy, small SV's coming in already. Okay, those patterns are way harder than they are in FFR. Because they're not just
The jump
downstream.
trills are better. They're not split jump trills anymore.
Okay.
But this is starting to get into some nice territory.
What's the BPM of this?
Who knows? 260 actually, I believe.
130 BPM. Okay,
Slow
nice slow
jam.
jam.
Well, if you know the song, that was pretty obvious, I think.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm waiting for the long note section because I've heard some rumors that it's like ridiculous.
I think this has been a pattern with a lot of Underjoy maps that we've seen recently. Some extended slow jam.
SB.
We got some ready-made love back in here.
With all the jacks included.
And this is the full version of Do I Smile, so there ain't no cut here. You gotta survive through the whole thing.
Oh, okay. That was a rude SV.
Crazy, isn't it? Here we go.
I can feel the Ellen section coming up. Or not.
Woo!
That's a bit fast. Yeah, in FFR, this was just a giant roll. Clearly, they didn't want us to be safe at all. Alright! That was not nice. And here's the LMs. This looks so...
Oh my god, this is brutal.
Oh my god! That did not look fun at all. Why are those long notes extended so much? I don't know what else to say about this other than I'm terrified for everyone left in the tournament if they get into a tiebreaker. More slow jam.
Outro though. There's the split jumps. Oh no. Why? Those are the worst. That's what made the FFR version so bad at the intro, those split jumps.
Yeah. I don't know if I can even hit them now.
That last quad.
That's a funny SV. That's funny.
But yeah, oh my gosh.
Better.
All I
That
can
was
say
a
about
that
this-
was a map pool.
I have 3 words. Brutal, brutal, brutal. That's all.
Yep. This is gonna require some practice.
Some practice. Each player only has about less than a week, probably.
Yeah. Don't even get any breaks with the SVs like you did last week. Yeah. You gotta practice at least one of them.
Yep, everything. Man, I don't envy any of the players in the tournament. All these picks are painful. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the semifinal. Or wow, semifinals. I'm in the wrong week. The finals map pool showcase. Do you have anything to say?
Not really. I mean, just for everyone else to come back next week, and we got crazy matches coming up next week that will be playing with these maps, and that is not going to be something I want to miss.
Definitely. Stay tuned for this upcoming weekend where we get all of our matchups coming in. We have the two remaining players in the winners bracket, Israeli versus Kobo. Then we have Halogen Cheetos, and then Andre MC versus Bumpinho. All going to be insane matches. So stay tuned for that.
Right after that, we'll be having the winners of the two losers bracket go against each other to see who takes on the loser of the winners bracket.
Yep, and then Grand Final Showcase. So plenty to look forward to next weekend. Remember, as always, you can check the thread in the OSU forums, the SOFT tournament thread, for all of the relevant details to be updated in the opening post for schedule and all that other stuff. And I think that's all that needs to be said. I'm Daiki.
I'm the Toaster.
And we're signing off for this week. Have a good day, everyone.